So I have moved the little critters over to the 20-gallon tank. Most of them anyways, not all. Some are in the net in the 55-gallon, the big homemade net that I have. And I am down to 5 Plecos, and the 5 I have left are actually doing really good. I had 6. The 6th one it just wouldn't grow. It was so tiny. It was about as long as that one's tail. And that little guy there is about an inch long. And I've got one in the 5-gallon still, because I cannot catch him. And one in the net in the 55-gallon. That one's really pretty. So the majority of these are dalmatians, and you can see they're no longer pure white. They're getting some of their markings in. One in particular is really pretty, but he doesn't want to show himself off. He's getting like a saddle. There he is. And there's a couple of younger ones in here. That one back there is also really pretty, but I don't think the camera's really going to catch him very well. He's covered in spots. Spotted. See if I can close up on him. There's a crayfish in here that I forgot about. And there's a cichlid up here. This was my temporary cichlid tank. I moved them to the 30-gallon. That's actually the largest of the ones I have. Well, it tied with one of the other ones, but they all beat him up. That's why he's in there. He's kind of shredded, and I'm not sure if he's going to survive. He might. He looks alright so far. He's just really stressed out. I just put him in there a little bit earlier, so he won't eat these guys, and I'm hoping once he heals up, I can put him in the big 30-gallon. As you can see, really no deformities left. Well, no deformities never really happened. I think they were just a little young and they were still curved up like they were in their eggs, you know. A crayfish is moving that whole leaf. That leaf's been in there a while. It's a catappa leaf, and earlier all the little babies were in there chewing on it. I literally just completed this. That's why it's a little bit silty, because I moved a lot of the Java moss out of the 5-gallon, and it's covered in sand, and yeah. So yeah, all my little babies. I've got another 30-gallon that I'm setting up. I'm going to skitter them on over there too when they're a little bigger. But for now, look at them all happy. They're very pretty. Some of them are what I call true silver, which is an actual silver color. That one, I think, is actually one of my endlers. Oh, it is. You know what I did? I just remember what I did. When I was cleaning my endlers tank, I sucked one up. And I thought it was a molly, because it looked kind of like a molly. It was really tiny, though. I couldn't tell. And I had just moved some baby mollies over to the other tank. So I thought I might have dropped one. So I've got an endlers in there. It's very easy to spot, so. It was a big oops. Yeah, they're very pretty. They're such bright white color. They're little black spots. And the one that's got sort of that saddle right there, it's got one silver eye and one black eye. I love it when they come out like that. That little teeny tiny there came from my silver molly. There's a couple in there from my silver molly. And several came out like her. Well, it's not actually a silver molly, it's a white molly. I have a silver molly who's true silver, which is actual silver color instead of white. And she had a couple of babies. And the white one had a couple of babies. Actually, the white one had a ton of babies. It's probably the majority of the smaller ones, actually. I think my silver only had a few. Like that one, he's kind of funky looking. He's mixed with my big orange and black one. So there you go. I'm probably going to put more plants in there. I'm a little bit wary about it. I forgot I had that little crayfish in there. I never see him. It's just one of my little baby marble crayfish. They're usually pretty nice and don't mess with the fish. So, and see, they're under there with him, and he's just like, hey, get out. But yeah, doesn't mess with them. I love these guys. This guy came out a really, really interesting color, and I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up because my camera really sucks. But he's black with like a bunch of white. He's basically got white spots and white on the tips of his fins. He's black and white. He looks like a dalmation. I can't wait to see how he looks when he's bigger. One of the other ones looks like it's gonna be tan and green like Daddy was. That one, that's way back there. Not that you can really pick him up very well. That one's definitely one of the regular green spotted ones. So yeah, unfortunately the little teeny tiny one looked a little bit like that one, but I had moved it in here into that before there was a cichlid in there, and it was eating. It had a nice little belly, and it was really active and swimming around, but it just wasn't growing at all, and it finally died, which sucked. I watched him eat. He was a little piggy, so I put in little teeny tiny pieces, chip off an algae wafer and let him munch on it for about 10 minutes, and then I'd steal it from him, or some spirulina flakes, or Hikari First Bite bits, or whatever. And there was some natural algae in there too, but he'd eat, he'd get a little belly, and he'd poop a lot, as all Plecos do. But he didn't grow. He was about the size of that little tiny white dot right there. About maybe a quarter-inch, half-inch long, maybe. It sucked. Poor little guy. But yeah, the other 5 are doing well. They're all an inch or more. And as you can see, I'm just so pleased that my Dalmatians have survived and don't have any visible issues. Because they just looked so bad when they were born. None of them could swim. They were all going around on the bottom for like the first, 3 days? Most of them were anyway. Some got up quicker. I'm down there eating those. Those leaves get little waterborne critters that are good for like shrimp and baby fish to eat. Oh, he's having a good time, isn't he? Well, it's good stuff to chew on. Alright, this video is getting too long, but this will be my update. I haven't done one in a while.